Hoy hoy fellow bookworms, my name is Carolyn and I like to read books, so let's talk about them. Anyone who's been following me either here or on Instagram will know that I have like an all-consuming love for this book. I picked it up last year because it sounded kind of cool and let's be honest, I'm a bit of a sucker for a pretty cover. But it made my top 10 for 2015 and has gone on to be one of my all-time favorite books. Like, I am so in love with it, but I realized recently that although on my channel I've mentioned quite a few times that I absolutely adore it, I've never really gone into detail explaining why, so that's what today's video is going to be. Let's just get straight into this. I'm going to be sharing with you guys my top 3 reasons why you should read Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Okay, so first, this book tells its story in a really creative, unique, and interesting way. The whole book is set up like a found footage type thing. It's a file of documents all about what happens on these 3 spaceships as they flee an attack on their home planet, and I'm actually going to show you guys why I think this storytelling is so cool. We meet Katie and Ezra, who are our 2 main characters, through emails they've sent each other and transcripts of interviews. On a lot of these pages, there's a little briefing note which tells us what they are. There's notes people have jotted down, medical files, files collected from the ship's artificial intelligence, command transmissions, and just so many more. At times the pages were a little more artsy and didn't contribute to the story as much. But I will say that I loved the creativity and the atmosphere that they created. I loved that things were censored out and that we got to see what happened all over the ship and not just with our 2 main characters. This is one of those books where I think even if you're not crazy on the story itself, you'll be a little swept up by the method of storytelling, how creative, unique, and honestly, how fun it is. Reason number 2 is the plot of this book. I don't want to go and give away what happens in this, but basically this story is so full of surprises. Like I mentioned before, we follow our 2 main characters, Katie and Ezra, who are on board these spaceships that are fleeing an attack on their home planet. They're being pursued by this evil corporation and preparing for another attack, but at the same time there's a virus that's broken out on board the ships, and then the AI gets damaged and goes a little crazy, and I'm not going to give away anything beyond that, but basically there's just so many twists and turns, it's so surprising. I was genuinely tense throughout a lot of this book, and it's just super exciting and entertaining, and you can tell that I just love it so much, but it's a lot of fun. My final reason is that Gemina, which is book 2 in this series, comes out tomorrow and I am just so super duper crazy excited for it. I pre-ordered it like months ago. It's probably my most anticipated read of this year, but because I live in Australia and shipping takes forever, I might not even have it tomorrow, so I will be reading it and reviewing it when it gets here, but that might not necessarily be this week, so just be ready for it. But basically this video is because I'm super excited about the release of Gemina, and I really urge anyone who hasn't read this book yet to read it and then read Gemina when it comes out, because oh my god, all aboard the hype train, guys. I hope I did a good enough job of explaining why I love this book so much. I guess the short version is just that I think it's so creative and exciting and interesting and unique and just genuinely good fun to read. I upload videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, so be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel and stay tuned on those days for more bookish goodness. Toodaloo!